Hi, I wanted to walk you through a little bit about Google Sites and how you can use Google Sites in Canvas. So first off, I'm going to show you a Google site. You can see here, this one's pretty extensive. This is our Team Professional Learning Google site. This is where we post all of the sessions that Innovation in Digital Learning is either hosting or collaborating on, so that they're available for participants to get a little more information and find the registration links. So you can see in the page setup, this is where everything is sort of nestled. As I'm working through here, it's pretty easy for me to update all of this. I can just click in, I can type things the way that I want them to be, and then when I'm ready, I can publish this. With Google Sites, it's a bit of a two-step of sharing. So initially, Google Sites will save everything that you put in here. So you can see right here where it says all changes saved in Drive. You'd have to make sure that you're clicking publish over here. And that's what's going to give that update to people who are looking at the front-facing part of your site. So let me show you an example. So if I want to change this again to July, because July is coming up, Google Sites is saving that for me. So it says all changes are saved in Drive. So this file is saved where it says July. If I go to the public-facing portion of this, though, you can see that it still says June. Even if I refresh this, it's still going to say June because I haven't clicked publish on here yet. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're working in Google Sites. Google Sites are really useful for me, so I use them for things like this, but I also use them almost like a binder of information for myself. So I have a series of Google Sites that aren't published that I use, that I capture links to things or notes or information, and it's just for me. So I can organize it the way that I need to organize it, but it's not published because nobody else is ever going to use it. The next part of this video, I want to show you how you can use a Google site or any web link in Canvas. So I'm going to go into my Canvas account. This is one of my demo sandboxes. So this is just where I play around with things. And you can see I've created an external link here that is called PD Site. And so I want to make sure that this is published. And then I can click on it so that I can get a sense of what it's going to look like. I can also go up to Student View, and I can get a sense of what this will look like for participants that might use this site. So I'm going to click on PD Site, and you can see that I'm getting an error. So it's saying that issue here is that for some websites that Canvas is saying are insecure, you need to make sure that you're opening the site or the web address in a new tab. If you do have a Google site that you want your learners, whether they're students or other adults, to use, you can create an external link. So I came up here to the plus and I went to external URL, and once I do that, so it's created here, you'll remember that I got an error when I tried to click it. So I can adjust that quickly by clicking the three dots over here, clicking edit, and then choosing load in a new tab. I'm going to click update. Once I do that, I'm going to click on this and it's going to open up that site in a new tab. But that's how you would use Google Sites in your Canvas course.